This man never imagined that, despite training so hard, he still had no magic abilities. While the teacher taught the class how to use magic to pick locks, Mash simply broke the lock with his hands. The teacher, furious, thought that if Mash didn't use magic, there was no point in him attending the Magic Academy. In this world, everyone has magic, but Mash is the only one who can't use it, making him an outcast. To protect his grandfather, Mash made a pact with the chief. He would earn the title of Divine Perceiver before graduation. Mash's goal was to become the model student at the Magic Academy, where the acceptance rate is only 3% each year. The exam supervisor was curious about the level of this year's students. He was shocked when he saw a student exercising. At first, he thought he was mistaken, but upon closer inspection, he found that the student was reading books on muscle training. Mash believed that within 45 minutes after muscle training, protein must be replenished. The supervisor was stunned. Why was Mash working on his muscles at a Magic Academy? But after a moment, he wasn't angry anymore, thinking that Mash wouldn't even pass the first challenge and would soon be eliminated. The exam soon began. The supervisor lightly waved his magic wand, and tables appeared on the ground. Numerous exam papers and pens rained down from the sky. The students were nervous as the words on the papers began to move. They had to arrange the words in the correct order to pass. At first, Mash's grandfather and the chief were worried about him. Without magic, how would Mash manage? But Mash, after seeing the paper, became angry. He told the paper that if the words kept moving, he would tear it up. The next moment, all the magical words lined up in order by themselves. Mash even turned in his paper first. The teacher was even more shocked. He had no idea how Mash had done it. For the other magical tasks, Mash used physical techniques to cheat, believing that if a change reached a certain threshold, a transformation would occur. Everyone thought Mash had powerful magic. The teachers couldn't believe how he passed each challenge so perfectly. The examiner then used his ultimate technique, a maze that could only be navigated with a guiding magic. He was sure Mash wouldn't be able to get through it, and he would be eliminated. As the exam began, a girl named Lemon approached Mash and asked to team up. She thought having another person to help navigate the maze would increase their chances. At first, Mash didn't think much of it, but as they went along, Lemon kept stumbling. She was knocked down by goblins, then grabbed by a tentacle monster. Finally, she fell into an obvious trap. Mash was stunned. To him, Lemon was just a burden. He abandoned her and moved on. But soon, Lemon used magic to bind Mash. She confessed that she had deliberately tried to hold Mash back so he would fail. The next moment, Mash broke the chains and left. Left alone, Lemon soon encountered a giant pharaoh. She tried to fight, but her magic wand was knocked away. The pharaoh was about to strike her, but just then, Mash came back and knocked the pharaoh away. Lemon was confused. She had tried to sabotage Mash, yet he came back to save her. Mash, however, felt that his heart told him that if he didn't help her, he would regret it. Lemon was moved. The exam was nearing its end, and the examiner was happy, thinking Mash would definitely be eliminated. But soon, the situation changed. A loud noise came from the maze's door. The examiner had reinforced the walls with advanced magic, making them super thick. He never expected Mash and Lemon to walk straight out of the maze. Others were furious, accusing Mash of cheating. Mash was disappointed because, without magic, this was the only way he could do it. People started shouting that Mash had cheated. But soon, Lemon screamed that Mash couldn't get out earlier because she had purposely held him back. Now that the exam was almost over, Mash had to break through the walls to get out. The real mastermind behind all of this was the examiner. Lemon's family was poor, and getting into the Magic Academy was very difficult for her. The examiner had promised her that if she helped get Mash eliminated,